Hello, welcome to Indus Technologies with a new video in which we are going to design this wall clock with the help of HTML, CSS and JavaScript. You can see how beautiful it is looking. You can see there is a seconds needle, there is an hour needle, and there is a minute needle. In this also there is a manual timing over here. You can see the digital timing AM PM also associated with this. We are going to design this with the help of HTML, CSS and JavaScript. You will get a source code of this project in the link given in the description. So let's start. First of all, I need to create a new folder here in which I will make my project. So I will create a new folder. I will give it a name clock. Open my Visual Studio, open a new folder, open this folder. The folder I have created, the clock I have created whose name is clock. I will open this in my Visual Studio. This is a clock folder. If I will explore this, no file is here. So I'm going to create two files here, index.html and styles.css. Now inside index.html, I will press this exclamatory mark and hit enter. The code will automatically get generated here, and give it a name, clock. And here I'm going to link style file. So I will write link. This is a style.css file. So this style file is linked here. Now I will write a code here. First of all, I will save this. I will open up a live server here. This is a live server. Go live. So I will write here. First of all, I will give it a container. Div class is equal to container. So I will write dot container. Inside this container, I will create another class inside this container, and that will be div class is equal to div dot clock. Clock and its parent div is container. First of all, I will come into the style.css, and here I will write few of my styles, default styles. So first of all, I will write some reset rule. So I will write star means I will write asterisk means all. So for all, I will write margin is to 0, padding 0, font family is to sans serif. Then I will write body, background, hash D5E4F4, display flex, justify content center, align items center, min height 100 VH. Here I will write dot container. This is a class container that I have created already here in index. You can see here, this is a container. Now I'm going to style this container. So here I will write position relative, background is to hash 9E0F71. I will give border radius 20 pixels. It will not work until I will give it a height. Okay, but I have not to give height in this. I will basically give height to the clock that is inside this container. Okay, so I will come to the clock part, dot clock. I will write position relative, width 450 pixels, height 450 pixels, background hash 49025B, border dash radius. I want this to look circular, so I will write border dash radius 50%. Then display flex, justify content center, align item center, file, save all. You can see the result is here. Now coming back to container. So border radius I have given this 20 pixels here. I will copy these lines of code here. Justify this display flex and justify content. Copy this and paste it here. Box dash shadow. Now save this. You can see this is our output. Now again I want some changes, some more changes in this. So I will write here border dash top dash left dash radius 10%. Then border dash top dash right dash radius 30%. Border dash bottom dash left dash radius 50%. Then border dash bottom dash right dash radius 10% only. Now I will come to the clock and give shadow to it also. Now I will save this all. You can see here also shadow is working. Coming here, I will write dot clock is to before. Here I will write content is to null, position absolute, width 18 px, height 18 px, border 3 px, solid RGB 000, background hash FFF, border dash radius is to 50%, so that it could be circular. You can see the result here. This is my result. First I want the numbers, I want my numbers to be written here. So I want 1 to 12. So for that I will come into the index.html. Inside clock I will write some span tags here, span, and I will write here span style. I will declare some CSS variables. So I will declare some CSS variables. So I will write minus I. This is a CSS variable, and giving it a ratio of 1. Here I will write in bold tag 1. Okay. We'll copy this, paste this 11 number of times more. So here I will write 2, here I will write 3, here I will write 4, here I will write 5, I will write 6, I will write 7, I will write 8, I will write 9, I will write 10, I will write 11, I will write 12. Okay, and here ratio will also increase. Here it will be 2. This is basically a variable I, and I will give it some value, so that this is basically why I am giving this variable here, this I. I want to suppose this is 1 to 2. Here is 1, here is 2, here is 3. So for 1 to 2, the value is 30 degrees. The value of 2 should come after the value of 1 after moving 30 degree. So for that, so 2 will be at 30 degree. Okay, 3 will be at 60 degree after 1. Okay, 30 plus 30. 4 will be at 90 degree after 1. Okay. Similarly, this is basically this 2, 3. This will basically change its angle. So you can see, you will see how it will work. I will show you. So it will be 3. So that maybe we are going to give the value of this I as 30 degree. So this will be 30 degree. This will be 60 degree. This will be 90 degree. Okay. Similarly, this will be 120 degree. We are giving this variable here to basically set the angle for the numbers. Okay. It will be 4. It will be 5. It will be 6. It will be 7. It will be 8. It will be 9, 10, 11, and 12. Save this all. Now I will go to styling part. So what we have this time? This time we are having this span tag. We are having clock, and inside clock we are having span tag. So we will move into the style.css. I'll write here .clock span, because the span tag is inside the clock. So position absolute. First of all, I will write color, white color, hash FFF. I will save this all. Okay, here I will write text align, center, text align center. Save this. You will see no change. So I will write here inset 20 pixels. Save this. Now you can see here. Okay, I'm going to rotate these numbers now. Okay, here inside this you can see here, these are basically the numbers from 1 to 12. Now I want to create a distance among these numbers, and the distance should be of 30 degree each. So for that I have already made a variable I, so I will make use of that variable here. So I will write transform. Transform is to rotate. So here I will use calc function, calculate function. So here I will write 30 degree, and I will multiply this 30 degree with, this 30 degree with each and every number, so that every number should rotate 30 degree. Okay, so starting from 1, so here I will write var. I have already created the CSS variable var minus I. Save it. You can see the result on the screen. You can see the result. Now these numbers were initially collapsing with each other. Now I have created 30 degree distance from this number to this number. This is basically starting from 1. From here to here it is 30 degree, and from here to here it is 60 degree. From here to this number it is 90 degree. Similarly, it is basically this is multiplying here. Okay, I is basically here you can see I is 1. I is initially 1. So 30 degrees multiplied with 1, then 30 degrees multiplied with 2 here. So for this 2 to be written, for this position 30 degrees multiplied with 2, and that will be 60. Initially 30 degrees multiplied with this 1, and this 1 will be written right from starting position to here it is 30 degree. So 1 is multiplied with 30, and that is 30. So 30 at the 30 degree of angle 1 will be written, and then 2 will be multiplied to this I, that is 60, and there at that position 2 will be written. So 2 is written at the 60 degree from here. From this location it is calculating 60 degree. Okay, similarly 3 will be written at the distance of 90 degree. 4 will be written at the distance of 120 degree. Here you can see it is the ratio. It is giving the ratio is to here. Is used here as a ratio. So this is 30 degree, this is 60 degree, this is 90 degree, this is 120 degree, like that. Now my numbers are also rotated. You can see 1 is not looking straight forward. It is looking tilt, 30 degree tilt. So I have to access this each number. This is actually the B tag. This is written inside the B tag. You can see here. You can see here this is written in B tag. So I will style this B tag, and this is also rotated 30 degree. I will rotate it back minus 30 degree. So for that I will write here in styling, I will write dot clock span B, rotate it back minus 30 degree. For that I will write, first I will give it a font size 2 em. Now font weight 600, display inline block, transform. I want it back because each and every number is already rotated 30 degrees. I want this to rotate back minus 30 degrees. So transform is to rotate calc minus 30 deg multiplied by var. I will again make use of this var, and that var is minus I. You can see these have been rotated back. Now coming, I want needles for timing. So for that I will go to the index part, go inside the clock, and before these span tags I will write div dot circle. Div dot circle, div class is equal to circle, and I will give it one more class, circle 1, and again I will use this CSS variables here. Style is equal to, this time I will use minus CLR. It is up to you which variable you are using. I will use CLR, and this time I will use this variable for color. CLR is to, and here I will also give it an ID. After this I will give it an ID as SC. This is for seconds. Okay, copy this. I will copy this and paste it here, again. Okay, but this time I want to change the color of this. I will write hash F 4 times F00. It will create a yellow color, and 2 times F 4 times 0, it will create a red color. Okay, you can see. Now inside this I want to create I tag. I tag will be used for this needles, pointers, I can say I tag. And inside this I tag I will write nothing. I will only write I tag for the styling purpose. So I will write I. 3 times I have written I. Save this. Now moving to the style, I have given 2 classes. Circle. I have given 2 classes here, circle and circle 1. Here I will give circle 2, and here I will give circle 3. Here style, first circle is common in all, so I will give some styling to circle, that is common in all. position absolute, position absolute, width 320 pixels, height 320 pixels, display flex, justify content center, align items flex dash start. Basically I have given height and this height and width to this circle, so this is not actually the circle shape at this time, but height and width, this means this much of square is formed. Okay, now I'm going to circle 1 and circle 2. If you want to see this, I will give it a border. Border is to 3px solid hash fff. Now you can see this is the circle that I have created, but I don't want this anymore. I will delete this. This is basically for some other purpose I am drawing this. Now I will come to circle 1, because this circle is common in all. I have created three classes here: circle, 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 and circle. But this is circle 1, another class associated with it, and here another class is circle 2, and another class is circle 3 here. Common is circle, so for all, circle will work for all. Okay, but other two classes, but I want to differentiate all three on the basis of this circle 1, 2, and 3. So I will move here and write here circle 1, but it is a class, so I will write dot circle 1. Here I will write border dash radius 50%, so that it would look like a circle. So if you want to see this, you will write border is to 3px solid hash fff. You can see the circle here, but I don't need this. I don't want to see this. It was just to understand. So I will write here background. Okay, background is to HSLA. This is a color, basically hue, saturation, and lightness 0. Saturation I will give 0%, then 0% again, 0.471. Save this and you will see the result here. Now moving to circle, moving here, dot circle I, because in each circle there is another class I. Okay, position I is for needles. Actually I have already created this class inside all the three circles. So position absolute, width 6px, height 38%, background where, now I'm going to use CLR class for the background of these, minus CLR. You can see all the three are collapsing each other, so that is why we are only seeing here only one color. Opacity 0.75. Transform origin, this should basically start from the bottom. Okay, transform origin bottom, transform is to scale y 0.5. okay, now I want dot circle is to nth dash child. I want some styling for first child, but I want styling on I tag. Width 2px. Similarly I will copy this, I will save them all. I will copy this, paste it here. Here I will write second child. Okay, here width will be some more 6px. 6px. These are basically collapsing on each other. Now I will write dot circle 2. This circle with second, another circle. This is a circle with class circle 2. So here I will give width 240px, height 240px. Now you can see here, you can see yellow, red. Okay, now I will move on dot circle 3. Width 180px, height 180px. Now you can see white also. Okay, actually I am defining height and width of each circle, so the each needle is 50% of it is only 38% of height of its whole circle. That is why when I am changing the height and width, it becomes visible. Okay, now I will write dot circle before. Dot circle
is to before. Actually I want pointers, this dots for all the three. Okay, so that is why I'm using this. Content is to null, position absolute top minus 8.5 px, width and height 12 px, border radius 50%, so that it will look like circle. Background, for background I will use CSS variables again. So for that, background so I will write var minus CLR, var CLR. You can see now all the three pointers you can see here. Further I will give shadow to these circles, so I will write box dash shadow 20 pixels var CLR comma, here I will write 60 px var CLR. Save it. You can see some shadow effects over these dots. Now I will move to the JavaScript part, so that this should be moving like a clock. So for that I will go into the index. Here I will go after this container div. Before body, actually I will write script. I will declare some variables. Let for hours I will write hr. Let hr is equal to document dot get document dot, I will not write get, I will write document dot query selector. Document dot query selector. Here I will write hash hr. I have basically given this id hr here. You can see I have given this. Basically I have to give this. I have not given this right now. I will write here. Here I will write hr, and here I will write mn. Okay, here sc is already written. So for now I will move here. Write similarly I will write let mn is equal to, I will copy this whole line, paste this here, and here I will write mn. Okay, similarly I will write let sc is equal to, paste it here again, and I will write here sc. Okay, let day is equal to new date. Basically date is a class and we are creating the object day of this class. Okay, and here I'll write let hh is equal to day dot. I'm accessing the property of this date class now, and the property here is get hours. You can see it coming by itself, get hours. It is a property of this object of this class, get hours. Whatever will be the hours, that will be multiplied with the angle. Okay, angle is 30 degree for hours. We have to multiply that. We have to basically move this needle according to the angle. So I am multiplying it with 30 per hour. I am giving per hour is basically from 12 to 1, from 1 to 2. Each one is 30 degree. 1 to 2 is 30, 2 to 3 is 30. That is why I am multiplying it with 30 degrees. Okay, so that I will get whatever will be the hours, I will get it in terms of 30 degree angle. So I will show you how. Here I will write, but this value will be different for minutes. So I will write let is equal to day dot get minutes function, and it will not be multiplied by 30, it will be multiplied by 6. Okay, similarly let ss is equal to day dot get seconds multiplied by 6. Now I will show you how this angle is given. For that I will write hr dot, what is this hr? hr dot style, hr this is this. Basically we are writing this hr. This is basically the class given to this portion. Okay, circle. Okay, this for this red color line. Okay, this is hr. You can see we have to basically move this red color line. We have to change it to direction according to the angle. So I have already given the angle. So I have to write it hr.style.transform. Transform is equal to, here I will use magic codes. We have to use magic code here. Magic code is on the top of the keyboard here, below the escape key. There is a magic code key. So after magic code I have to use rotate z. Here I will have to write dollar curved braces hh plus mm divided by 12 deg, and this magic code will be closed here, not here, it will be closed after the brace. This is actually the calculation to rotate this rotate this hour needle. Okay, so this hour needle is rotate z axis, so is rotating according to the z axis, and what is the value when it is rotating? Hours plus minutes divided by 12. Okay, minutes. This is basically the formula to calculate the time. Similarly, I will write here mn dot style dot transform is equal to magic code rotate z. Here I will write dollar. This is basically the calculation for minutes, and according to that calculation some degrees are rotated, so I will write degree. Similarly, sc dot rotate z ss. For this to happen, for this calculation to happen, I will set an interval for this. So I will write set interval function, and then braces, and braces again start. Here I will write is equal to, and this, then curved bracket starting and ending. So I will cut it here, cut this curved bracket here, and paste it here at the end. You can see time is rotating now. You can see this is perfectly moving and this is perfectly working. Now moving to the another part of our video, that is timer over the top. So for that I will come into index file again, and I'm going to top, and inside the container I will write here, div id is equal to div hash hours. Again I will use CSS variable style is equal to minus CLR is to hash ff. This is basically for the hours, so I will use same color that I have used here. So I will copy this, paste this here. Similarly, but here I will write 00, copy this all, paste it here. Here I will write minutes, and here I will copy this, paste it here. Again copy this, paste it here. Here I will write seconds, and copy this, paste it here. Moving here again, and I will write here div hash am and pm, pm. Here I will write am. Okay, save all. You can see this result here. Now I have to arrange it in a proper direction. So for that I will go into the style.css. But before that I want to give this a parent class, a parent ID to all these items here. I want to give parent ID for these. So I will cut it here, and write here div id hash time. Inside this time I will paste this that I have cut already. I will paste it here. Now I have written all these inside this time class, time id. Okay, now moving to the style part, I have to style this time now. First I will write hash time margin bottom, margin dash bottom 40 px. Okay, margin dash top 35 px, margin dash left minus 40 px, display flex padding 10 px, 20 px, font dash size 1.5 em, font dash size 1.5 em, font dash weight 600, border radius 20%, so 20%. This is not actually coming, this should come at the top. So for that I have to do further styling. First I will let me do that styling first. I'll write hash time div position relative width 60 pixels, text align center, font weight 500, color I will use CSS variable for that, and I have already declared that CLR. Okay, hash time div is to nth dash child 1 after comma, and hash time div nth dash child 2 after content is to null, position absolute, right minus 4 px. Hash time div is to last dash child font dash size 0.5 em, display flex Now this is not actually coming at the top of this clock, so for that I will see what is the problem. So you have to move towards this, you have to move into the container basically. Here I have not written the flex dash direction. Okay, I have written the flex properties, I have written this display flex justify content. I have not written here flex direction column, flex dash direction column. I will save it and you can see the result. Okay, it is perfectly looking fine. Now moving back to this portion, you have to write, we have to give it an animation. We have to give animation for this. So I will write hash time due dot nth dash child 2 is just after, and here I have to write animation animate. This is the name given to the animation. I can give any name to animation. I am giving animate. Animation is to animate, and I will give animation of 1 seconds. Steps, animation of steps 1 infinite, FINIT, infinity. Okay, now I will create this animation. I will write at the rate of keyframes animate. Here I will write 0%. When there is 0%, you have to write opacity. Opacity should be 1. Now at 50%, same opacity should be 0. We are done with this. Now we are seeing that animation is not working. Basically, we have not given this is to here. So first we will create the content of this. We have not created the content, so for that I will write this content is not here now. It should be is to. Okay. Now you can see animation happening over here on this is to, because we were giving content null. We have to give content is to after the second child. Okay, this is second child, and we have to give content is to after this. So now this is working. Now we will create a JavaScript code so that this will work as a clock. So for that I will write. So I will go to the index part, index.html, and here inside the script, inside this interval, set interval, I will come inside this, and inside this interval I will create few variables. Let hours is equal to document dot get element by id, hours. Let minutes is equal to document dot get element by id, minutes. Let is equal to document dot get element by id, seconds. Let am pm is equal to document dot get element by id, let h is equal to new date. We are creating the object of date dot get hours get minutes. get seconds. Let am is equal to h if h is greater than or equal to 12. Else, it is basically a condition. If h is greater than or equal to 12, then it is am. Then am is equal to h. Else, pm, okay, is to am. What is this line indicating here? This line is indicating that if h is greater than 12, then you have to write pm. Else you have to write am, and that is assigned into the variable this am. Okay, whether am or pm, that will be assigned into the whether our result is am or pm, that will be assigned to this small am. Okay. Now we have to convert this 12-hour format into the. First of all, I will save this. We have to convert this 12-hour format into the. We have to convert this 24 hours format into the 12-hour format clock. Okay. Before converting this into the 12-hour format, I will see my result. So I will write hours dot inner HTML is equal to h. Now you can see here 1 is to be 0 is replaced with 1, but it is only 1. It should be 0 1. Before that, I will write all of them. First of all, minutes dot inner HTML is equal to m. Whether am or pm, that is assigned in am, you can see here, and that will occur here. This time it is am, so am has been written. Now this was how we can write these values here, but we have to write the 0 1. So for that, I will write here, I will add 0 before this single digit. So for that, I will write h is equal to, I will modify this h is equal to, if h is less than 10, then you have to write 0 plus h is to h. Okay, 0 plus h is to h. This line means you have to write 0 and h. This is basically concatenation happening over here. 0 h. Else you have to write only h if it is not less than 10. If it is like this 56, this will be in the else part and only h will be written. Similarly, I will write m is equal to, if m is less than 10, you have to write 0 concatenation with m, else you have to write simply m. Similarly, s is equal to, I have saved all this. You can see the result here. Now I want to convert this to 24-hour format into the 12-hour format. For that, I have written here this, and I will write if h is greater than 12, you have to write h is equal to h minus 12. Okay. Here I have to give some box shading to this so that it will look attractive. I will move into the style.css and will target this time. I will target this time ID. Here I will write box dash shadow.
So we have completed our project and we have made this clock. Thanks for watching and don't forget to subscribe our channel Indus Technologies. Thank you.